I woke up in the city.
I think it's going to be okay. I feel good about it. Well, yeah.
said last night.
You did say that last year.
Okay, never. What do you want me to say? You want me to say it's going to be terrible? I don't know what to do. I'm trying to be positive in 2025.
The Fred Show is on.
When the show starts, you run out, Paulina. What happened?
I'm sorry, I forgot my laptop.
Oh.
It's such an important part of the function, right? Of what we got going on here.
Is
right?
it? I had no idea. Is that the flux capacitor? Is that the thing?
No, I was on the roof earlier though,
Right.
and it was raining on me.
gosh.
Well, it was raining on me.
Glad you
Lady
made it
Gaga.
back. Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forgot my laptop up there.
Oh my gosh.
You shouldn't take the laptop into the water. That might be part of the reason why we're off the air half the time.
Yeah.
Because we got the laptop in the water.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
All right, never. Okay. Hi, Kayla. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Jason Brown.
Hi.
Paulina's here.
Hey.
Kiki.
Good morning.
Bella Hameen is on vacation, and Showbiz Study will be here with money in just a little bit. It is Friday, July 11th. Good morning, everybody. The Fred Show is on. Biggest stories of the day. We'll get to blogs and the entertainment report this hour. What are you working on, Kay?
Justin Bieber dropped a big old bomb on us yesterday, and for some reason his wife is like angry. I don't know. They're always yelling at us. I don't understand that. Also, a big cheating scandal from Vanderpump, but another one.
Waiting by the phone. Why does somebody get ghosted? Brand new this morning. The Friday Throwback Dance Party, DJ Neurotic will be here to start the weekend. We are glad you are here on the radio and the iHeart app, live at any time. Search for the Fred Show on demand, and on YouTube, search for Fred Show Radio. You can watch portions of the broadcast are available for you to watch us talk. And yeah.
Yes. YouTube and Facebook right now.
Oh God. Okay, good. More places for people to tell us that we suck. I love that.
Yes.
I love it. You guys want to know the newest dating trend? And this one's really kind of complicated. It's called Banksying.
Oh,
We've really gone a long way from ghosting. You know, ghosting and breadcrumbing. What is some of the other one? Breadcrumbing. That's the one where you you just give people enough, just some tiny morsels of yourself, long enough until you decide that you do or don't want to be with them. But you want them to stay interested.
Right.
So you kind of keep them looming, or you're the one looming, I guess. But you just sort of keep them around, just give them just enough. So they don't go anywhere else, but you haven't decided what you want to do with them yet. Banksying is a new toxic trend, and it's been gaining attention recently, apparently. It involves one partner deliberately letting a relationship wither away, emotionally withdrawing and reducing contact over time, before suddenly then ending it without warning or explanation. The term draws from the artist Banksy's self-destroying artwork, symbolizing the slow, silent death of a romance. That's hard to articulate. That's a complicated one. That requires a lot of steps.
Yeah.
So I slowly sort of fade away from you. So fade away. Now that's a dating term already.
right.
So we're taking from the fading away, and then I just dump you. But if someone's fading away from me long enough, I guess I assume I'm getting dumped soon.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know. You're basically quitting a relationship, right?
Yeah. I mean, let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But then you quit yourself, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, but psychologists apparently have weighed in on this. The key characteristics of Banksying are emotional fade out. The connection shifts from romantic to distant to fraternal, with dwindling communication and intimacy. Avoidance of confrontation. Banksying often stems from difficulty managing conflict or fear of breakup conversations. Extended duration. It may quietly unfold over months, even years, making the eventual breakup feel abrupt and confusing. Emotional fallout. The partner left behind often experiences anxiety, low self-esteem, and distress due to the lack of closure. Experts warn this trend can be more psychologically harmful than a straightforward breakup because it strips away clarity and leaves the left-behind partner dealing with self-doubt and emotional turmoil. In essence, Banksying is a prolonged, passive-aggressive way to end a relationship. Okay.
I've done this before.
You have?
Yeah.
What, do you start being mean to somebody?
No. I'm a very peaceful leaver. So like when you mentioned avoids conflict, just stops talking to you one day and you can never reach me again. That's my party trick. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that sounds fun.
But okay.
party tricks.
for no-
That's happened a lot.
Right.
Well, no.
but for no reason. Like, so you do this
Just to hurt people.
No.
like you just like the relationship's going fine, and Kiki, you're like, well, everything's fine, but I don't really want to do this anymore. So as opposed to just having a conversation, I'm just going to kind of pretend like I'm not.
Yeah, I do that with jobs. But no, it's like you just,
Good, I'll be sure to know.
Oh my gosh.
When you just stop, right. When you stop responding to me, when I'm like, Kiki, what do you think? And you're like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll know that it's coming. Okay, good. There'll be signs. You're saying, okay.
But I always feel like women leave a relationship mentally before we actually leave physically a lot of times.
That's
so like
true.
we can be together, and then over the last year of the relationship, I'm just mentally checking out. So like I'm like, okay, slowly
how
falling
people
out
do
of
that.
love, slowly backing up.
We're
Well,
just
you
more
mean-
thoughtful about
Yeah.
things. Like we really are like, do we really want to end this? Like we take a long time to consider whether or not we do.
So
I'm
when
not
we
sure if
leave,
that's
it's
gender based
over.
though. I think men do that too, where it's like,
Not in my experience.
what, you just get dumped?
No, I mean, I've dated men, and like I just think men and women handle things very differently, and I think they can't hold water for as long as we can. Like we can very much be uncomfortable for years.
Yep.
Well, I've definitely been in relationships where I knew that I didn't want to be in it
Yeah.
anymore, but I didn't do anything about it right away. Which is mean. It's mean. Like if you've made the decision, then you should just break up with someone. If you're certain about it. If you're not certain, then maybe you see if you can work through it. But if you've made the choice in my mind, like I do not want to do this anymore. I'm thinking about somebody else. I've already moved on in my mind. I've imagined what life looks like without this person. You should just dump them because this whole thing where you just sort of fade away and then dump somebody. I mean.
Yep.
I don't know why that's more painful, though, because if you're already fading away, that's painful. I know you don't want to be there anymore. And then you dump me. I guess I'd be less surprised.
Because you're like wondering, like, why are they treating me differently? Why are they talking to me differently? And you're like kind of having like psychological warfare and wondering and second guessing, and then you get broken up with. Like, because if someone stays with you, exactly, you're like, why? Well, you're not breaking up with me, but you're not treating me the same.
Yeah.
I also don't know how people can. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to just say, yeah, I think Caitlin was going to say something.
Oh, yeah.
I heard someone, and it wasn't Kiki, so it was one of you.
That was definitely me and Caitlin. We
Yeah.
make one person.
One thing I've learned in my 33 years is people just hate a conversation. Like people do not want to talk or communicate. I get it. Like it's not uncommon, but like let's just talk right away.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable conversations bring like resolve.
Right.
But nobody likes to have an uncomfortable conversation because it's uncomfortable. So I'd rather just keep going out with you, mentally planning my exit.
Oh, my God.
I'm already lining up my next
Hot girl
boo.
summer.
That's why I'm always in a relationship because like I'm like, okay.
Because you
so-
can't be alone.
Well, I can, but I can't. I have been alone before, and I can be
For
alone.
how long?
When she was a
15, 20
baby.
minutes?
Right.
Yeah. When you were in the womb? You weren't even alone in the womb. Your mom was there.
No, maybe they lined up. Like, what can I do? What can I do?
What can you do?
They are lined up.
What can you do when
There's
they
one outside right now.
Right, as they
when they
should.
lined up? What can you do? You know?
Nobody's in line.
Right.
I was gonna say I don't have that
Kiki
problem.
got a line. She got a line. But see, I always say this, like, if me and my husband were to separate, break up, or do this little, what is it called? Like, bandaging?
Bandaging, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, bandaging.
all of it. Like, I want to be alone. Like, leave me alone. I'm not doing this again. Like, yes, maybe you'll catch me on a date here and there, right? You'll see me in the streets, but I'm not doing this again.
Everybody says that. They do it again.
You think so?
Everybody says they
My
do it
mom
again.
didn't. I've never seen her live her best life until now. Like, it's crazy.
Those women live longer.
Yes,
I think
they
your
do.
mom has boyfriends. You just don't know about.
That's actually true. That's very true. She would not tell me.
Your mom's
She
out
knows
here. Your
better.
mom's out here.
On a bus somewhere to whatever state.
She's always going places, getting bussed out, flown out.
First of all, if your mom is dating a man who's busing her anywhere, then that's the end. We're done with that. Mama Martin deserves much better than that.
Seriously, dump him.
At least premium economy, okay? Bust out. If your mom, I need to call her. We need to raise the bar.
Yeah.
If Mama Marta is getting greyhounded out somewhere,
She was on a bus one time.
then no. I'm sorry. She deserves better.
I agree.
Spirit, the big seat in the front. I mean, come on, man.
First class is wild.
Oh, my God. Bust out.
I mean, this really happened, and I think she's smart though. Like lay low, just do your thing, date in silence, move in silence. Like, I love that life for her.
I don't know how people can continue to sleep with someone that they don't want to be with anymore. That one is amazing.
That I can't do. I'm like, ugh.
Like once I'm
Away
disconnected.
from me.
Yeah.
No, but like people can do this. They can fight. They can be they can not like each other currently. But then they still do that. And,
Fighting is different. I don't mind that.
but if I'm mad at you, I'm not trying to do that. I don't. That's as close as I can possibly get to you, and I'm mad at you. I'm trying to get far away from you. So no, I'm not trying to do. Even if it benefits me, I'm not trying to do that. Now, I know a lot of people are not that way, but if I get a relationship and like I'm disconnected from the relationship, like I can have casual whatever. I can do casual. It doesn't matter. But if if there was a connection and now we are disconnected, then I don't want to get with you. And it bothers people because it's like, well, we can at least do that. No, we can't. I'm sorry. We can't.
I'm holding out on you.
Get back on the bus and turn around and go home. Not Mama Marta, but someone else.
I'm not going to have this no square.
No, you can't have this, okay? So, and now...
And they go crazy because they're like, I want it.
Well,
you know?
they lining up, you know?
They are, I'm telling you. All down Michigan Avenue.
Okay. Wow. Even the tourists.
They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually, so if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make the mundane our masterpiece. Oh my love, I take one look at you, you're taking me out of the ordinary. I want you laying me down to the dead and buried on the something so out of the ordinary. How are you laying me down to a dead and buried on the edge of your night, staying drunk on your vibe. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so out of the ordinary. You got me kissing the cloud in the sanctuary, trying to be with your touch, oh God, return me to die. Up in the clouds, my daddies know where we go.
The Fred Show is on. Fred's biggest stories of the
We
day.
got to talk about that in just a second, too. We got to talk about location. Remind me to talk about location. Okay. Y'all are obsessed with sharing location. I don't think it's necessary. Kiki and I are aligned on this, too.
Yeah.
Why though? What are you hiding? Where you gotta go? Where you going these days?
Guys, your suitcase is 58... Just mind your business. They're lining up. Your suitcase is 58 times dirtier than a public toilet seat. Think about that for a minute. I don't really remember. I'm not too sure I've ever, disinfected my suitcase.
No.
Honestly, a recent study found that the suitcase wheels carry nearly 58 times more bacteria than public toilet seats. These wheels and the suitcase base were found to harbor harmful microbes, including E. coli and black mold. Soft-sided luggage was particularly germ-prone, with 38% of travelers placing suitcases on beds or tables. The risk of contamination is high. That's another one I don't get. Who comes home and is like, honey, I'm home, and then just...
That's me.
You put the suitcase on the bed?
Actually, the couch, but yeah.
Oh, Jason.
Oh, I thought it was the bed.
No.
But
the
either
couch
way.
is where everything lands.
So one researcher says that you should use practical hygiene, methods, I guess. Avoid rolling bags through unsanitary areas. I went with like the poop farm.
Where
like,
are you?
Yeah, right. Like maybe don't roll through there, I guess.
Bigger
The dog park, maybe don't use the wheels. I don't know. Use hotel luggage racks or cover wheels with shower caps. Disinfect wheels and bases after trips, and wash your hands after handling your luggage to reduce exposure. I believe that. I believe that luggage is nasty. And then it goes in the little underneath thing of the airplane with everybody else's bags, so it's touching everyone else's nasty. And then the carts, I'm sure they don't clean those. I mean, have you seen them? They're like rusted out. I mean,
Take it to the bathroom.
yeah. This is disgusting. I saw a crisis the other day. This was actually a couple of months ago in Salt Lake City, but I was sitting there like waiting for the plane to take off, and I'm just, minding my business, drinking my little Starbies, whatever. Actually, that's not true. I was drinking a Michelada, but which they were just serving them up at the Salt Lake City airport. Of all places to try and get me hammered in the airport, they were trying to do this to me. And there was a man making Micheladas. If you're not familiar, it's like a Bloody Mary with beer, essentially.
So good.
And it was 9:00 in the morning, and I was in the Delta Lounge, so why not? Let's go.
Right.
The credit card got me in, and he was just serving them up. But I'm sitting there, and I'm, just pondering to myself, and a luggage cart goes by. You know how they got a little tractor thing on the front of it, and then like a bunch of carts and the bags are on it, and one falls off. And it's on wheels, and it just starts rolling down the taxiway, just rolling down, just down. And I'm like, this is going to be a problem. Because, well, first of all, one person's chonies are rolling down the taxiway, and they're trying to get to, El Paso, and they just want their chonies when they get there. That was a new city unlocked.
It's either Wichita
Or Toledo for some reason. I don't know why that's what comes to mind, but El Paso now. And then I'm thinking, like, what if an engine sucks this thing in? Then we got a problem with the engine. So I'm thinking, do I need to call it the authorities?
Yes.
I'm very serious about this. Like, I'm watching this happen before my very eyes, and I can either save someone's day or save the airline a lot of money. Or worse. And then finally, there was like a meeting of some other luggage guy was driving down the same thing, and he sees it, and then he turns around and then grabs it, and then the other guy comes back. It was a whole thing. But I thought this could be a real problem for somebody. If this bag just winds up, I don't know, in a bush somewhere at the airport, and no one's going to find it.
Somebody should have did that for your bag.
Someone should have. But they didn't. They didn't do that at all. But I'm sure bags are really nasty. So millions of McDonald's job seekers had their personal information exposed after hackers cracked the fast food giant's AI hiring bot with the password. What would you guess McDonald's was using as their internal password to get to everybody's job information?
Big Mac.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, that's my password.
That's mine too. On my laptop. Yeah. Don't try anything. I'm watching.
You mean the one that controls all the radio stations?
No, my personal. Don't
better than that even.
You're
Okay,
not gonna
good.
find much.
Okay, so their AI hiring platform is called Olivia, and it's used by many McDonald's franchisees. It uses a chatbot to screen candidates. So I guess somehow the hackers, they were able to. I mean, but miraculously they were able to guess the password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as the username and password.
Wow.
And they were able to get in. Once in, they say they could see up to 64 million chat records containing applicants' names, email addresses, and phone numbers. The flaw also let them access records simply by adjusting applicant ID numbers. This is a whole thing, but don't use that as your password. Everyone knows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you add the 6, you're extremely vulnerable. Vacation renters in the U.S. waste up to $2.3 billion in uneaten food each year, according to a new study. On average, $12 per night in groceries and leftovers goes uneaten in Airbnbs and similar rentals. About 5% of the nightly stay cost. It's kind of like an extra tax. Most of the food ends up in the trash, especially produce and pantry staples. Researchers say travelers would welcome help from hosts on how to donate or compost the leftovers. You ever see these guys on there's at least one guy on TikTok who has Airbnbs, and that's the content, is he'll go in the Airbnb after someone has left to see what condition it's in and what they left behind. And you figure you go to San Diego or whatever for your vacation, and you rent a house. So you maybe go to the liquor store and you buy some booze and you buy some stuff for the fridge, and then you buy some, snackies or whatever. And then when it's time to go, you're probably not packing the, Lay's barbecue chips because it takes up too much space, or the Tito's because you can't carry the liquid on the plane or it's going to break in your whatever. So you leave it. The excess you just leave. So these guys wind up cashing in a lot of times. It's like, oh, cool. I'll take, I'll take the extra liquor and, oh, wow, unopened, this and that and the other thing. I guess I'll take that too. But yeah, there should be an easy way to donate that stuff.
For sure. I always hope the cleaning crew will just take it because we left a bunch of food in Maine and booze too. But I mean, it's like, what are we going to do? We can't fly home with it.
And then that content series is why I will never Airbnb anything I own, because some people are very respectful. And then some people, they leave the place it's like, are you like an animal?
Yeah.
Because it's not yours. Then I guess you think you can just, I don't know, terrorize it or something. I don't know. Like, people don't treat other people in general. They don't treat other people's stuff the way they treat their own stuff.
Yeah.
True.
And I also know I've not disrespected an Airbnb or a hotel room, but inhibitions go out the window. Well, I've disrespected it, but I haven't left any sort of remnants behind, but I've disrespected it. But
your self-respect, your dignity.
Yeah, when the Hampton Inn comes is a rockin', don't come a knocking. We've left some self-respect and dignity behind, but you can't collect that, I guess. But I know what I've done on vacation in other people's beds. So I don't want it done in my bed. So not that I'm in a position to own a bunch of Airbnbs, but I'm not, if like my aunt, for example, has her house in South America and she lives in it full time. But in the season, which we explained earlier in the week, is December through March, where it's their summer and our winter because it's South America. So the seasons are opposite. She could make a ton of money if she moved out and let somebody move in. In fact, realtors will knock on the door of the house and be like, hey, because it used to be a rental property. So hey, can we rent this thing for a month? And it's a lot of money because it's a very, desirable place to be. And she's like, no, this is my house. So she can make a lot of money, but she moves, that's where she lives every day. This is not like shenanigans. So she moves out and then, click and clack move in or whatever, and then God knows what they're doing on their tropical vacation, and then they move out, and there's no way you're ever going to get the DNA out of the place.
Yeah, I'm not okay with that. You're not moving into my bedroom and living there, whatever, half the year. I don't know.
That's a good thing.
Where would she go then?
Well, I don't know. I guess she'd come back to the States.
I
mean, there's a lot of places she could go.
Oh, yeah,
but I'm not renting my house.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do that.
Primary residence.
No. Let me see if I have the audio for you here, because there's a national anthem singer that's making all kinds of news this morning. Because of his special rendition. It's not loading fast enough. I'll play it for you in just a second when I find it. Thousands of excited fans have flocked to a Thai zoo to celebrate the first birthday of Moodang. Remember Moodang? Moodang! The adorable baby pygmy hippo that's become a social media sensation. The zoo was overrun with fans of Moodang on the first 4 days of activities marking the hippo's birthday. So you could go to the zoo and you could see little Moodang, and there he is. And the unique and original Birkin bag. Now, most of us, I think, have heard of the Birkin bag. I'm not sure if I think I've seen one in person before. Oh. But they go anywhere from, $6,000 for a little tiny miniature, Barbie size one.
10, yeah, but very tiny.
10 probably, or something to millions and millions and millions of dollars. And if you're not familiar, Hermes, it's this very high-end brand. Don't worry. If you go in there, unless you buy Birkins, they'll pretend like they are more inconvenienced than ever. I walked by the other day and it's like, they are, even if you want to go in there and look at it, they are so inconvenienced to have you there. Mm-hmm. But they don't know. They don't know. You can't be that way in a rich person store because you never know. I know a lot of rich people who don't dress like rich people.
For sure.
So be careful with that, people.
That's how they treated us through when we got you guys your Gucci hats. They were following us around. They wouldn't let us out of their sight. I'm like, you guys, we're not going to take anything. I know we're in sweats. But,
right.
Wow.
Right. In my Crocs,
right.
Walking through Coach.
But they've done a really good job with the. Those are nice Crocs. Those are nice brand new Crocs.
Yeah.
Right. Those are the Balenciagas.
Yeah, don't be talking about it. Yeah, like that. Mm-hmm. But these bags, they've done a very nice job with the allure of, not everybody can buy one. You gotta have a spending history. You gotta know somebody to get one of these bags. And for $10,000, I mean, it's a lot of money for a handbag. But the original Birkin just sold for $10 million, including fees, at an auction in Paris. The huge amount blew past the, I guess, whatever they thought they were going to make at Sotheby's, and it broke the previous record for a handbag, according to the AP. I don't know what that number is. But yeah, this thing was designed for Jane Birkin, the original Birkin bag. It was commissioned in 1984, and it has her initials JB on the front flap below the lock, and delivered the finished one-of-a-kind bag to her the following year. So 85 she got it. The subsequent commercialized version of the Birkin bag went on to become one of the world's most exclusive luxury items, and it's very high priced, a years-long wait list, if you can even get one. $10 million.
And shout out to Jane the Muse. I didn't know it was after a lady, but a lot of people, it's interesting. There's a lot of these businesses popping up now where you can rent these luxury bags. So a lot of rich people are getting pissed because now anyone can rent a bag for a certain amount of time, and it's not like a status symbol anymore, really. The Birkin, I doubt you can rent anywhere, but like these Chanels or whatever, anybody can just rent them now.
How much money do you have to carry around $1 million bag, a $500,000? I mean, this whoever bought this is obviously very rich,
right,
but they're buying it because they're probably going to, either display it or put it in a museum or just have it and make money on it and sell it someday for $15 million or whatever. I'm sure the price of this kind of thing, it appreciates. But I mean, how much money do you have to carry around a $25,000 handbag, a $50,000 handbag? Like, I would be so afraid of anything. Someone's going to look at it wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Someone's going to breathe on it. Yep. That I'm going to set it somewhere. Someone's going to steal it. That I'm going to damage it somehow. Like, how much money do you have before that is just like, whatever? I mean, Bezos money? Less than Bezos money?
I mean, less than Bezos money, but I'd just be scared. I'm scared to carry things now that I have, and they're nowhere near that expensive, The
other thing is there's so many fakes of these.
Right.
This is kind of how I feel about different kinds of diamonds. Like, it used to be that if somebody had a 5-carat diamond ring, that they were gazillionaires, right? That they spent, $1 million on that thing or whatever. And it was, wow, look at the size of it. But now there are fake rings, and then I know the lab grown is not fake, but you've got different versions now where you can get the same look for a significantly less amount of money, which makes me wonder why, if I had the money, would I go buy the big, huge, real one when somebody else sitting next to me could have one? If I'm looking for status,
right,
someone next to me could have one for a tenth of the price. It's the same size. It might even be better, prettier, but it's not real per se, or the same. So, with all these fake Hermes bags, like, yeah, you feel like a poser walking around with a bag that's really $50,000, but you bought it, in an alleyway for $250. But I'd feel a lot better walking around with that if it's good.
Yeah.
Because at least if someone takes it off you, that you didn't lose. Right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that would be my argument for fake stuff. Is you're faking.
Yeah.
You're posing. I guess it would be also the intent. Like, why am I carrying this thing? Am I carrying a fake bag because I like the way it looks, that I don't care that if it gets stolen or damaged? Or am I carrying it around because I want you to believe that I have all that money? And I think the latter is mostly true.
Yeah. For some reason, I'm always scared that somebody's going to run up on me with a diamond tester or like a bag authenticator.
That's common, yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know why. Right? Like, I always think somebody's going to run up
like
and
fake valor.
Yeah.
Like you're a soldier wearing a fake uniform.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you actually broke it.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know. If I can't afford it, I'm not going to buy. I don't want to do the fake stuff. Like, it just feels icky to me. Like, I'm like, I want this so bad that I'm willing to get one that looks like it, but it's not it. I don't know.
And I'm not a Jordan expert by any means, but I've seen Jordans that are so bad that I know they're fake.
Oh, gosh.
And that's kind of embarrassing because it's like you're trying to hype beast, but
the jump man's like,
yeah, but like right, but like he's dunking the wrong way.
He's doing a split.
Right.
He's like, the basket's over here, buddy. Like, I don't know why you're dunking that way because there's no So and you see that, you're like, and it's like a very limited release or something that was really coveted. And in that case, I don't think you're wearing it because you like the way it looks. You're wearing it because you want people to believe that you have it.
Right.
In which case, I feel bad for you. A little bit.
Yeah, if it's all you can afford, man, do you? Rock
no, that's what I mean, though. That's what I mean. Like, if you like the way it looks, or it's all you, then by all means. But if you're wearing a fake thing because you want me to believe that you
correct, yeah,
are that connected or that rich or that cool or what, then it really defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
When you know, when the Jordan logo is a white man, when it looks like me, when it's a Gumby looking dude, you know,
With
trying
bands
to
on.
right, trying to dunk. The Entertainment Report. Kalen's got that in 2 minutes on the Fred Show. It's Friday.
Kissy face, sent to your phone, but I'm trying to kiss your lips for real. Red hearts, that's what I'm on, yeah. Come give me something I can feel. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? See tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just me.
Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the
Just meet me at
just meet me at the just meet me at
Kalen's Entertainment Report is on The Fred Show.
Justin Bieber announced he's dropping a new album yesterday, did a whole rollout with billboards and a photo shoot of he and his family. Actually, if you guys are Kendrick Lamar fans and you remember the black and white photos of he and his family for Kiki, do you remember what album that was? It wasn't the most recent one. I think it was the one before it, but they were beautiful photos. That photographer did the Bieber's photo shoot.
I think it was Mr. Morale.
Yeah, okay. And it looked like a similar style. They were on like a couch in the middle of a farm. But his wife, Haley, shared one of the billboards and she could have congratulated her husband, but instead she wrote, "Is it finally clocking to you effing losers?"
Ooh.
I mean, speaking to us,
Yes.
obviously there's been a lot of rumors of issues in their marriage. I'm not sure how the album proves anything, but I just don't know why they're always yelling at us. Like, the Biebers are always mad at us.
They don't like each other. They don't like us.
They're always so angry at us, but
We do talk a lot of stuff, though. Or maybe just me.
yeah, we do for sure. I don't know. It just seems like an album is a weird time to yell at us about.
Yeah.
Like, and what? Okay, so
Yeah, be
just,
nice to us. Now you want us to buy something.
And so, what
Like,
does the
speak
album
gently
prove?
to me.
Yeah.
Like, there's no issues in their marriage, or
I think that was a big thing. Like, he sang about her on the album, which I was like, oh, okay, you guys are happy. And then,
Yeah.
we did talk about him crashing out in front of the paparazzi. He put that on the album.
Right.
He put the soundbite on the album. So I think
For
they're
sure.
like, look at us. Like, you guys talked all that stuff. We're still here.
right.
I don't know. Track 11 called "I Hate My Wife." I thought it was
Right.
pretty honest.
I mean-
I thought it was pretty. I'm a brokey compared to her.
It's like Instagram captions. It can be long and you can write a song, but I don't know if I believe there's no issues. Okay, there's a lot going on. But the album, Kiki listened to some of it. Fred and I listened to some of it. It's like sounds very old school. He's back to kind of his R&B roots, which I love. I love when he slows it down. So it's a good album. Moving on to Vanderpump Rules star Sheena Shea. There we go. She revealed that her husband Brock Davies had an affair in 2021 while she was pregnant with their daughter. It's crazy. He was cheating during COVID, and she had his location, and he still got away with it. He still found ways to cheat and have this whole affair. Obviously, Scandival was a big thing on Vanderpumps, and I really think they all just like cheat on each other. She, of course, was promoting her new memoir, My Good Side, which she shares the full story of the cheating. But I know that was kind of a big shock yesterday because I thought he was a good husband, but there you go. And Larry David is back. Fred, did you see this?
I did see this.
I'm so excited. So it's not Kerr, but HBO announced yesterday that it has ordered an untitled American history sketch comedy executive produced by Larry and then the Obamas, their Higher Ground company. During the 6-episode series, Larry will play characters who didn't change history, but were in fact ignored by history. I don't know any other cast or anything, but some Curb regulars are going to be on that show. So, yeah, so we'll see some familiar faces. And if y'all want to, and Fred says it doesn't elevate your experience, it might not, but if you want to be tickled in your ears and your eyes, you can go on YouTube, and parts of our show are live, and you can see what we're wearing today. I have
the parts that are licensed.
Yeah.
The parts that they paid for.
Right.
Turns out there's a lot of stuff we don't pay for. So...
Imagine that.
Yeah, right. Shocking. Here's the national anthem I was talking about. This was in Baltimore. I don't know. This guy apparently was trying to honor the Orioles, which is the team there that he was singing the national anthem for, but people are calling this disrespectful. I'm not sure if this is the worst rendition of the anthem ever. We've heard some really, really bad ones, but... Wow. T-Pain here, everybody. I mean,
it's not the worst I've heard. No.
I guess this guy's named Wild Bill Hagee? No, this guy's name is something else. The look on people's faces like, what's going on? Orioles fans famously shout out a drawn-out O during the anthem's word O, a custom rooted in playful Baltimore pride thing led by superfan Wild Bill Hagee in the late 1970s. Supporters say it honors both the Orioles and Scott Key's local legacy, reinforcing community spirit. Deacon used auto-tune technology to create that sound. This guy, Dan Deacon is his name. Critics say that it's disrespectful to the anthem, calling it unpatriotic. But longtime Orioles nation, even a veteran, is defending the tradition as heartfelt. Okay, so that's what that part's about. But what about the auto-tune? I didn't know we needed that, but okay. I mean, it's not the worst one I've ever heard before.
No.
Gosh, what are some of the really bad ones?
Fergie
was really bad. Yep. Roseanne Barr was really... Barr was like downright disrespectful.
Most recently, remember, it was Ingrid Andress, but she ended up going to rehab after because she was real drunk during it. Do you remember that?
Oh, that one. So we can't make fun of that one.
No, we can't. It was bad at the time, though. We didn't know she was struggling, but she was super drunk. Gosh, who else? Well, it was Take Me Out to Ball Game, but Alex Cooper. That was sacrilegious for Cubs fans. Yeah,
they should never have let her sing the national anthem, too. That was weird. That was strange of them to get the whole package. Fred Show.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I want to touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, 'cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark. Take you past the satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life. So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do, love me like you do, la la, love me like you do, touch me like you do, ta ta, touch me like you do. Of paradise, every inch of your skin
103.5 KISS FM, Chicago's #1 hit music station. Fred Show is on. Good morning, everyone. Friday, we'll get to blogs in just a second. Waiting by the phone is new. Why did somebody get ghosted? Showbiz Shelley next hour, which is in 5 minutes. $150 is the price. 1 game win streak for the Shelley. She did not, in fact, lose 2 in a row. The entertainment report next hour as well. And I got a wedding story that I want to get to next hour, too. I talk about next hour like it's just so far away. But, of course, I said the word wedding, and then Kaylin shuddered because at, 10 o'clock when the program is over, then she departs for the wedding that she's still planning.
Right.
Somehow you're like Jason. Somehow you became the de facto wedding planner for a wedding that you weren't even supposed to plan.
Yeah, I'm starting to see why I feel so comfortable with Jason. It's giving like we are similar. Yeah, I'm planning a wedding.
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So you were telling me yesterday, and I know we'll get to it, but you were telling me yesterday when we were shopping for stuff for the Texas flood victims that were taken out there today.
Yeah.
We're all at Home Depot together. It was a field trip that everybody from the show went.
Yeah.
And we all walked around Home Depot like we knew what we were doing, and we don't know where anything is.
Nothing.
We met Courtney, the manager. Was it Courtney?
Courtney and Richard.
Courtney and Richard, the managers.
Richard.
You were. I knew you were a Richard fan. I was a Courtney fan, and you were a Richard fan.
The face, the hair, the tattoo. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, you were fans. I tried to get Courtney to give me an apron, but apparently, if the apron gives you access to parts of the store that you'd like because you work there, if you get an apron, you have to work there.
It's a uniform.
Well, yeah, I know, but I thought, haha, give me a uniform, give me a Home Depot apron. I'm gonna wear it to work. It'll be funny, haha. I'm so funny, and then, but she wouldn't give me one because she was like, well, you're gonna get me fired because if you wear that, I guess morons on TikTok are stealing aprons and then walking in and either pranking or or stealing stuff, carrying stuff out of the store because they have an apron on. So it's like, oh, you must work here, kind of thing. But anyway, you were saying that the wedding is tomorrow.
Yes.
You were looking for someone to do hair and makeup.
We have secured a makeup person, so we're good there.
For the wedding that's tomorrow.
The wedding that's tomorrow. Yes, and I was calling hair people yesterday in Michigan because thank you. Someone reached out and had someone locally in Chicago, but with the travel and stuff, it makes it hard, especially because it's tomorrow. But anyway, so I was calling hair people yesterday, and they were in disbelief.
Mm-hmm.
I had to start the conversation with, "Hi, this is going to sound absolutely insane." And I recognize that. However, I am looking for someone to do about 5 people, including the bride, for a wedding that's on Saturday. And they were like, what? What happened to the last hair person? There never was one because we never booked one.
It's like, what are we doing? That gives me anxiety, and I'm not a wedding guy or I'm a planning guy, but I'm not like
most women have a trial with their hairstylist before, months before the wedding. You figure
that's
that out.
what I'm saying. There was my sister got married a couple of years ago, and there was a mad dash the day before, and nothing was wrong. They'd already triple checked everything 50 times, and there was a planner involved, and people were still freaking out.
Yeah.
But all that stuff was secured, and deposits were paid, and everybody was hired and there, ready.
Hair and makeup are the 2 things that I did not even play about, and you guys know I'm type B, and
Yeah.
yes, Jason was planning my wedding the day of as well. But
You should have seen Jason. He had an earpiece in no time. He had his combat boots on.
Right, in the desert.
Yeah, he was ready.
And I was gonna
Yeah.
cry. If I had to cry, I'd have my hair done, makeup done. If Hobby left me at the altar, at least my hair is done, makeup
Yes.
done.
Yeah, we should have told him about the wedding. That would have been, if we somehow I don't know why we didn't tell him the memo about attending, but yeah.
That's all I cared about. I gotta look good.
Yeah.
I woke up in the middle of the night last night. I'm not kidding. My heart started beating out of my chest and I was sweating because I'm so stressed about this. I don't know why I surround myself with these kinds of people. I just do. I'm gravitated towards them. Paulina said the devil couldn't get to you, so they sent type B, messy, unorganized people. And I'm like, oh.
Interesting take. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
So if you do hair in Michigan.
how about a caterer? Well, it's so nice to Amy. We just are friends with Amy, so we don't get any credit because it's all about her.
Oh, Jessica. Listen, when you get that positive sonogram, you get that little picture, you got to tag us all, okay?
Absolutely.
Oh, my gosh, of course. I definitely will.
Absolutely. Well, Jessica, good luck with everything. We'll get you your $3,500, which just sounds like more money when I say it that way. It's a lot of money, but $3,500. We'll get that to you.
Thank you so much.
From Amy Witherite, 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK. Hang on one second. We'll make sure we have all the info. And thank you as always, Amy.
All right. I gotta wake up. This is the fun stuff I get to do.
You can learn Chinese in less than 30 minutes, apparently. Ni hao.
Meow.
The Fred Show is on.
I don't know if people can tell in that thing that I was messing with that software that you can type in, one thing and it spits it out in different language. Because we were trying to learn Chinese quickly. Because Kiki was, because she thought TikTok was going away forever.
Yeah. That was such a scary time in my life, man.
And every 90 days they play with us.
Yeah.
They play with our minds, our emotions. Morning, everyone. Friday, July 11th. It's the Fred Show. Hi, Kaylin.
Good morning.
Hi, Jason.
Hi,
Paulina.
Hey.
Hi, Kiki.
Hey.
Bella's out today on vacation. Showbiz Shelley is here. $150 is the prize. Over 1,000 wins, only 69 losses. 1 game win streak. We had to pay out $1,300 this week, was it? Okay.
It was.
After a very long awaited time. Yeah, $1,300, which means no running water in the office for a while. Waiting by the phone. Why did somebody get ghosted? That's new. And next, the entertainment report's coming up this hour, too. What are you working on, Kay?
A singer called out the person interviewing him for yawning, which is like new fear unlocked. Also, Shaq did something amazing for a girl in high school.
He's always doing stuff like that.
Always.
I wish I had dough like that, so I could just be, you know what, you, and you. Just don't even worry about the rest of your lives. College is paid for. Waiting in 2 minutes after Hozier on The Fred Show.
Can't be said I'm an early bird. It's 10 o'clock before I say a word. Baby, I can never tell. How do you sleep so well? You keep telling me to live right, to go to bed before the daylight. But then you wake up
been left waiting by the phone? It's the Fred Show.
Hey, Tyler, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
So what's going on with this woman, Kim? I got to know, all the backstory here. How did you meet? Tell us about any dates you've been on, and then, why you're calling. Why do you think you're being ghosted?
Well, we met at a bar a few weeks ago. We were flirting for a bit. I got her number. It felt nice to meet someone, like I call it organically, like in the wild.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get that.
I definitely wanted to see her again. And, we went out. And then nothing. She totally ghosted me. And that's why I'm linking up with you guys. I want to know if y'all can give her a call and figure out what went wrong.
Yeah, because I get why everyone's on the dating apps, right? But there's just no investment. And when you meet someone in person, you're getting the vibe, like you've seen them, you've judged the chemistry, you know kind of what you're working with, and I guess it's a little bit more real that way, except it doesn't seem to happen that often anymore.
No, but it was really nice. We went to brunch, classic mimosas, all that. And, I thought we had a great time. But like I said, she ghosted me after that.
That's surprising, because between meeting and because you meet someone on the app and then it's like, okay, that fell flat. You don't hear from them, but you met her in person, so she knew what she was getting.
Yeah.
Then you go on the thing. No, I understand. So let's play a song, come back in a couple of minutes. We'll call Kim. You'll be on the phone. We're going to ask these questions on your behalf. And hopefully, Tyler, we can straighten this out and set you guys up on another date that we pay for.
I hope so.
Let's get to the bottom of this after Chapel Roan back in 2 minutes with part 2 on The Fred Show. Stay right here.
I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. I heard that there's a special place where boys and girls can all be queens every single day. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. You Santa Monica, I swear it's
The Fred Show. We're on the radio on the iHeart app live and anytime catch up. Search for The Fred Show on demand and make us a preset. Tyler.
Yo.
All right, let's call Kim. You guys, you met in person. You met out and went on a date that you thought went really well. That being said, you haven't heard from Kim since the date. You've reached out. You've tried to get a hold of her, plan another date. She's not responding. You want to know why it looks like you're being ghosted.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's call her now. Good luck.
Thanks.
Hello?
Hi, this is Kim.
Yeah.
Hey, Kim, good morning. My name is Fred. I'm calling from The Fred Show, the morning radio show. I have to tell you that we are on the radio right now, and I would need your permission to continue with this call. Can we chat for just a minute? You can hang up anytime.
Like we're on the radio now?
Correct. Yeah, I know it's a strange thing to get a call like that. But I'm going to take that as a yes. We're calling on behalf of a guy named Tyler, who I guess you met in person and then recently went on a brunch date with. Do you remember this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, and there's the class. It's tale so old as time, Pauline. It's
Yeah, no.
What happened with this guy, Kim? Because he reached out to us and he told us that he was excited to meet you in person and excited to go on a date, and he felt like the date went great. They all do. And then he says he hasn't heard from you since. Now, we had no issue getting a hold of you. So, I mean, what's going on?
I mean, like it started out good. Like it was a nice date, and he seemed like a normal one in the beginning of the date, but then he just like had a total switch up after he like found out I had a cat. And like it's like, okay, so we're having a good date, right? And I look on his phone and I see that like his background, like his wallpaper is a dog. And so I was like, oh my gosh, is that your dog? And he was like, yeah, it was. And, I was like, what's his name? And we talked about his dog, and it was really nice. And then he asked if I had any pets. And then I was like, yeah, I have a cat named Daisy. And then, like, no joke, like, he just, like, flipped out. Like, I've dealt with people that are just like, oh,
he got mad at you? Like he's angry about Daisy the cat?
No, he, like, yes. No, serious, yes. And then he just, like, went on this huge rant about how cats are, like he said these words, the spawn of Satan. And how he thinks, like, having them in my house is like having a portal to hell.
Okay.
And, like, yeah, and, like, went on to, like,
aggressive,
10 minutes.
Dramatic much?
Yeah, exactly. And then just like went on for like another 10 minutes about, and like I just couldn't believe that like this like guy would just like talk about my child. Like when I was just like I don't really like dogs. I would never like rag on them like that. Like that's disrespectful.
See, cats are so controversial. I don't know why. I
don't get it.
I like all animals. I like cats. I'm allergic to cats. That would be the hurdle, right? If you and I met, Kim, the hurdle would be that I am allergic to them. I also, go pet them and stick my face in. So I'm an idiot. But nonetheless, that would be my objection would be this could be a problem from that standpoint because I'm really allergic, actually. But as far as spawn of Satan or something,
Right.
I don't know that I've met anyone who's that sort of has that sort of drastic opinion. But here to tell us more, Kim, is Tyler, because I forgot to mention that Tyler is here. You left the part out about calling her cat Satan.
Well, I mean, I thought that was a non-issue.
You thought calling her cat Satan was a non-issue? You thought yelling at her about owning a cat was a non-issue?
Just because I don't agree with her choice of pet doesn't mean, I don't want to see her. We can just hang out at my place.
Okay, but you yelled at her about something that's important to her.
Well, because cats are evil. Cats are legit evil. It goes all the way back to ancient Egypt.
Right.
Oh,
ancient. Oh, tell me more.
God.
Tell me more, historian.
Wait, they liked them in ancient Egypt.
They were worshipped.
Yeah.
No. They liked them because the cats were ruling over them. Cats make you their slave. They have no loyalty to you.
Wow.
Why are you so
You know what I mean? Like, are you kidding? And like, this was like in public, like at a nice restaurant. Like, are you kidding?
Yeah, you can't yell at your first date and then call us and wonder why she's not talking to you.
Yeah.
I mean, right. She obviously loves the animal and the way that you love your dog, and you don't necessarily have to agree with it, but you're calling us wondering why she didn't call you. Well, I think I know why.
Well, dogs are loyal. Dogs, like a man's best friend, legit. They will follow you to the end. Cats will eat you while you're asleep.
Why does it affect
Oh
you?
my God.
I've noticed that about cats.
Yeah,
Everyone I'm around tries to eat me while I'm asleep, and yet I'm still here.
Wait,
Somehow
what?
it's crazy. Uh-huh.
But well, I mean, like I said, I mean, we just can hang out at my place. You know, that's fine.
Well, I don't think she's interested in that at all. I think I'm sorry to interrupt you, Kim. It doesn't sound like there'll be any hanging out at any place.
Yeah, like not seeing my cat, not seeing my kitty. That's for sure.
Oh,
I know that's right.
I kind of like that. Yeah, she's.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
good.
Kiss FM, Chicago's #1 hit music station.
Kalen's Entertainment Report is on The Fred Show.
During an appearance on the Today Show's third hour, 80s rock icon Rick Springfield. Jason, do you know who that is?
Rick Springfield, Bruce's brother.
Okay.
Yes. Wow, how did you know that? Kansas yesterday, Rick Springfield today. Unbelievable.
Bruce, big Bruce girl right here.
You know what's funny? I'm going to play a Rick Springfield song for you because you do know who Rick Springfield is. I mean, I don't know how you could ever have shopped at, a grocery store not know who
I'm
Rick
always at the
Springfield
grocery store, so I'm sure.
I know you
yeah.
are. Hold on, let me see.
Ever heard of a little song called? Or do you want to play it first?
I'm going to play it.
Okay.
Oh, no, don't worry. We only have
My stomach is in suspense.
we have an Apple IIc computer that runs this thing, so it takes a minute to load. Yeah.
Okay, it's okay.
Are you familiar with this?
Jesse's girl, right?
It amazes me what you do and don't know.
I just don't know who sings it.
We were going to see him in Marion if we went Thursday, and you guys wouldn't go with me.
Yeah, no, that was an opportunity.
This? No one told me.
Our boy Dennis said we could go backstage and like hang out with him too. Go on the bus with Rick Springfield. Yeah. But no, we couldn't. And like, I get that.
Just know it.
I get that maybe you didn't know Rick Springfield.
Yeah.
A lot of people listening probably don't somehow. But you knew Kansas. You knew Kansas.
Kansas stays with the Bops. Like, you don't even understand how hard Kansas goes.
You're actually the first person to ever say that.
And the only.
Kansas stays with the Bops.
They have so many good songs.
Okay, well.
Oh, you know, they do actually, though.
Don't they have...
They stay with the Bops?
They have this one, too. You are married to an old guy.
Right.
Bob Seger and all the
Right.
cars.
That's what blew me away. If you've never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off or American Pie, but you know Kansas.
That show is everything, bro.
This song is everything, bro. Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, you do know Rick Springfield, and he was talking about Jesse's girl when co-host Craig Melvin was busted yawning, which, I mean, we all get the urge, but it's bad to do when you're interviewing someone. Rick paused mid-sentence and stared at him and asked, "Am I boring you?" Which, thank goodness, made everyone laugh. He tried saying it was a cough, but Rick told him, "It's early, don't worry about it, I'll yawn too." So he was a good sport. The moment kind of kept it a fun interview. Al Roker said it was his top 5 favorite guests. Andy Cohen yawns a lot during reunions, and it's usually when Dorit speaks, and she gets really mad because she's long-winded. But
have you ever
I
had
don't
an
blame him.
interview disaster? Not that you call that a disaster, but the person was mad.
So scared to answer this because I feel like the second I do, something's going to happen, but no.
Have any of you guys ever had an interview go awry?
No.
Never. You've never had anybody...
We witnessed one. Lil Yachty, remember?
Oh, yeah. And Trey White at Lollapalooza.
No, that was like viral, but it was hilarious to see in person.
So when Kiki and I were maybe going to talk to Nicki Minaj, I was like, I wonder if she'll be mean to us. But then I was like, hell yeah, if she's mean to us, like,
I mean,
like
a win is a win.
Right, we're going to go viral.
Talking to Nick. Yeah.
Right. So no, thank goodness. But now I feel like saying that I'm knocking on wood. NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal did something amazing for a group of high school girls during a visit to a dress shop on Staten Island. According to the owner of the shop, he asked whether or not she had a restroom, which, like, even if you don't have one, you make one for Shaq. She said, yep. He walked in, which obviously shocked the group of high school girls who were trying on dresses. He took the time to talk and take pictures with the group before paying for everyone in the store's dresses. The moment was caught on camera, later posted to the shop's Instagram, which is how we know. Of course, Shaq didn't post it. But they wrote, "Look who's in the house today." At Shaq, the one and only, stopped into O_couture boutique _. That's their handle. With Shaq in the building, everyone gets a dress. Like, every single person. He very much does this a lot, and we love that about Shaq. He just like walks around malls, I feel like, and like pays for people's stuff.
No, it's really cool. He's very, very generous.
Yeah, and you're right. It would be amazing to be able to do stuff like that and have that much money where you can just hand it out for people. But made the girls' days, and they didn't have to pay for their dresses. So shout out to Shaq. You are making the world a better place. Maroon 5's album is coming. It's called Love Is Like. Drops August 15th, and it features some maybe surprising collabs. So Lisa is on the album, who we love. Lil Wayne is on the album. And Jason, Sexy Red is on the album.
And so is Kansas, apparently.
Kansas is on the deluxe. Thank you for blowing that story.
Featuring Sexy Red would be out of control.
I always do that.
Right.
I always do that.
Right.
Rick Springfield's hanging out, too, on that one.
Well, there you go again.
Damn it. I'm sorry, Galen.
Adam was also on the Today Show, confirmed. Lil Wayne did a verse. He said it's a nice mix of collaborators. The album follows Jordy, their 2021 album, and will be supported, this new one, by an October U.S. tour. Reaction has been mixed online. Like, people are calling it collabs no one asked for. Some of them, like, their best songs, I feel like their song with Cardi's good, so I don't know why everyone's so mad, but We always need Lil Wayne and Sexy Red, so there you go. If you want to catch up on anything you missed from our show, everything's up on the free iHeartRadio app. Just search The Fred Show on demand, and if you can, set us as a preset.
All right, Showbiz Shelley's up next. $150 is the price. Her record, 1,021 wins, 69 losses, 1-game win streak, 5 pop culture questions. If you can beat our pop culture expert, then you start the weekend with $150. And then Shaq will come along and buy you a dress. Call now.
For a while there it was rough, but lately I've been doing better than the last 4 cold Decembers I recall. And I see my family every month. I found a girl my parents love. She'll come and stay the night, and I think I might have it all. And I thank God every day for the girl He sent my way. But I know the things He gives, He can take away. And I hold you every night, and that's a feeling I wanna get used to. But there's no man as terrified as the man who stands to lose you. Oh, I hope I don't lose you. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Please don't take. I found my mind, I'm feeling sane. It's been a while, but I'm finding my faith. If everything is good and it's great, why do I sit and wait till it's gone? Oh, I tell you, I know I've got enough. I've got peace and I've got love. But I'm up and night thinking I just might lose it all. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. I need.
Wait, I'm going so fast, Shelley.
These beautiful
I can't remember.
things that I've
I might have forgotten to give out the phone number. I can't remember if I did or not. Well, no, because people are calling, but I'm like, did I say it? I don't know if I said it. I can't remember. 855-591-4Fred. No, 855-591-1035. We need one of those. We need like a 855. Fred up. I don't. Whatever I was going to say. I stopped myself. We need a number like that. We need like a catchy number. Like something that. Yeah, like one of the jingle numbers that we grew up with. Everybody, no matter where you're listening, everybody, especially if you're in Chicago, in Arizona, where I grew up, Dallas, where I went to school, everybody can remember the jingles with the number. Oh, what? In fact, we should do that bit again one of these days soon. We did it before, like the song that you grew up with that you'll never remember, or the catch line that you'll never forget. I don't care where you grew up. Every town has one of those. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. At least one of those. You got Empire. You got...
That's what I was singing in my head. Adriana first.
That's what I was thinking, Kiki.
Yep.
You got...
the Luna one.
Luna. You got Luna. You got... when I grew up in Phoenix, it was Dale Earnhardt Ford, and he's R.I.P., and in the commercial, he would sit on a bull. And then at the end of the commercial, he'd say, "And this ain't no bull." And he'd point at the bull. Because there was no bull with Dale Earnhardt. He wouldn't bull. There was no bull. No. And then in Dallas, it's the Texas Hammer, Jim Adler, and now his son does it. He will hammer and hammer and hammer to get you the money you deserve.
As he should.
Yeah.
I like it.
Shelly, can you think of one? I mean, I feel like every town had one of those.
Yeah, Luna was on it. Adriana Furs didn't. What is that place? You guys talked about it before. The place. The place where people go. It's like the hotel. What is it called?
Sybaris.
Yeah.
You mean the sex hotel? Sybaris?
Yes. Didn't they have a song or no?
They had a song?
Right.
I don't know.
A commercial?
If they did, Jason's parents were
It's the
hooked.
Fred Show. Do you have what it takes to battle Showbiz Shelly in the Showbiz Showdown?
Yeah, we need like 85. Someone said 855 get Fred. Hello. It doesn't have to have my name in it, but it's just like we need something. We need it.
855 call Fred. I like that. Oh, that's too many numbers.
It's too many numbers. But like, people used to do that, where you just dial the extra. Like if the number was after the number, you just push it anyway. It doesn't do anything. Mary, how you doing, Mary? Good morning.
Hi.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Fun fact about Mary is what?
I'm good. How are you? I'm 24. I work in customer service, and my birthday's in a couple of weeks.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
That's exciting. $150 is the prize. Over 1,000 wins for Shelly. 69 losses, and she's on a 1-game win streak. Are you ready to play?
Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, good. All right, you gotta go.
Same girl. Okay, good luck.
All right.
Good luck. Thanks, Shelly.
Gotta go to the sound booth. Poof, enter within. Here we go. Question number 1, Mary. Which country icon said she's taking a break from making music while she grieves the death of her husband, Carl Dean?
3, 2, 1.
We got 4 left. We're good, Mary. We're good. JoJo Siwa received mixed reactions from fans over her cover of the song Betty Davis Eyes. Which reality show originally brought JoJo to fame?
Dance Moms.
After sparking breakup speculation, Cardi B and wide receiver Stephon Diggs were spotted working out together. Which NFL team does Stephon play for?
3, 2, 1.
I think I would have said it the wrong team, actually. Which movie starring Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, and Stanley Tucci is getting a highly anticipated sequel?
Princess Diaries.
And Meg Thee Stallion posted a photo with NBA player Klay Thompson seemingly in the background, leading fans to think that they're dating. What does Megan affectionately call her fans?
Hot girls, because I'm one. Thank you.
Is that okay?
Yeah, we'll accept that. Yep.
Yeah. All right, 2. You got 2. Respectable.
Yes,
Respectable. You are one. I believe that you are one. If you listen to this show, you are one. 2 is the score to beat.
Okay.
Look, we love Mary, but kind of a layup for you today, honestly.
I don't know.
I guess you never know. You're right.
Yeah.
But see, here's my theory, and Shelly thinks I'm wrong. But I think when we tell her a low score, she plays to the score because she knows all she has to get is 3. So she tries less hard. That's what I think.
I don't. How can I try less hard?
Well, because I think you just sit back in your on your throne. You sit back and you're just like, come on, child's play. Which country icon said she's taking a break from making music while she grieves the death of her husband, Carl Dean?
Dolly Parton.
That's right. Ding! Hold on, we'll do it again. JoJo Siwa received mixed reactions from fans over her cover of the song Betty Davis Eyes. Which reality show originally brought JoJo to fame?
Dance Mom.
That's right. After sparking breakup, she's going to prove me wrong today. After sparking breakup speculation, Cardi B and wide receiver Stephon Diggs were spotted working out together. Which NFL team does Stephon play for?
Oh no.
3.
Well, it is obviously
2,
the
1.
Cowboys.
No, it's the Patriots. I think I would have said the Bills, but that's not right. That was his old team, I think. Which movie? I haven't kept up with him. We haven't spoken in a little bit.
Oh, he's so fine.
Yeah. Which movie starring Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, and Stanley Tucci is getting a highly anticipated sequel?
The Devil Wears Prada.
Are we rolling? Are we rolling? Stanley Tucci on TikTok. Are we rolling? Every time. He makes little cooking videos.
Oh.
In his mansion in Italy somewhere. Are we rolling? And Meg Thee Stallion posted. I ask myself that question every day. Yeah. Are we on the air? Are we on the air? Meg Thee Stallion posted a photo with NBA player Klay Thompson seemingly in the background, leading fans to think that they're dating. What does Megan affectionately call her fans?
Oh.
3, 2,
1. Stallions.
Hot girls, hotties, something. Hot. Yeah. Okay.
Hot girls,
So you got a 3, and you barely won.
Oh.
You barely won.
It was close.
I did not try though. I did not try. That's
I would have gotten 1, 2. I only would have gotten 3 today, I think.
Okay.
So, you know what? It's okay. It's all good.
Maybe they were too hard. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay, I don't feel that bad.
No, you should not feel bad. No one should feel bad, Mary, but you're going to have to say, my name is Mary. I got showed up on the showdown, and you know the rest.
My name is Mary. I got showed up on the showdown, and I can't hang with the gorilla.
No, it's true. You, Mary, you can't hang with the gorilla.
Shout out to all the hot girl stallions.
That would be a good one though, right? If she did that. Stallions?
Yeah.
Well,
No idea's bad.
Yeah, that would be good.
You know.
I
But I'm
suggest
not
a
a
full
stallion, so
rebrand.
it wouldn't work for me, Shelly. So
Okay, well,
Hey.
we'll go with hotties for now.
I gotcha.
Mary, have a great weekend. Happy birthday. Hang on, all right?
thank you.
Stay right there. Shelly, excellent work. We're on a 2-game win streak. We're up to $200. And win number 1,022 for you.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
You got big plans this weekend, Shell?
My sister's in town this weekend, so my sister Elise is here. So we'll, we don't quite spend time the way we used to, like going to bars and stuff, but she helps babysit now. So
That's what I feel like is the same with my sister. If I see her, it's like, because we're going to Texas today. Or I'm going to Texas today with all the supplies that we bought. We went on a field trip, Shelly, and I know you were raising children, and the rest of us. Well, I don't know, Paulina. Where was Gigi?
Gigi?
She was in the sledgehammer section of Home Depot, hanging out. She was playing with those. We bought a bunch of stuff. We're taking it to Dallas today to be delivered to the flood victims in Texas. But where was I going with this?
You're going to see your nieces.
Oh yeah, and so my sister is in Dallas, and I said, hey, I know this is, and my sister's not one for the pop-up visits. She's. I have to ask her schedulers to handle this way far out.
Yeah.
But I say, hey, I'm going to be in town today. And so, do you guys want to get together? And I got the full rundown of the schedule. I might be able to pop in tomorrow. Polly has a birthday party, and I might be able to pop into the birthday party of someone else. It's someone else's birthday party.
Okay.
But
I totally get this, yeah.
I might be able to pop into that if the parents are okay with it, so I can see my niece.
Where's the party?
I don't know. I think it's at one of these hellholes that indoor playgrounds,
Like a trampoline park?
where my niece's birthday party was. I had to go to this thing. It's like an indoor, like it's like a gigantic playland.
Yeah.
Is there
But
booze?
no, which is a mistake. Well, actually, maybe it's not.
No,
'cause you probably,
no, you
'cause,
need it.
some people, but some people don't know where to draw the line.
They ruin it for the rest of us.
Right, like
That's
some
true.
people will go there and get hammered, and then it's like, why'd you have to
Break an
ruin it for
ankle.
everybody?
yeah.
Yeah, but I think it may be in one of those places where kids just run around and the parents just sit in the corner and just sort of pray.
Yeah, you love those places.
Yeah, no, it's loud and bright, and there are monkeys and dressed up animals and things, and the kids love it, which is the most important part.
Animals, I want to go.
Well, they have they have mascots and stuff that run around.
I was picturing like a monkey in a dress.
No, I think they have like a monkey in a costume, like whatever furry. They have furries.
Oh my God! A mascot, man. What's wrong with y'all?
I said mascot.
They have animals in clothes.
I said mascot. But anyway, I don't know where this thing is. All I know is that I understand what it must be like for you now with 2 kids, because it's like, I gotta get on this, and it's not even Amanda's schedule. It's Polly. I gotta get on Polly's schedule.
Yes,
we got swim parties. We got all this stuff, and it's like
She's booked and busy.
right.
Yes.
She got day. She goes to her school during the summer and does a kind of not a daycare. It's like a school.
Day camp.
But
That
you
kind
want
of
to
thing, yeah.
immersion school, keep the routine going. So she has to do that.
Got
I
Mandarin
understand.
lessons. I mean, I don't know what she's doing. It's like I gotta find the time to see this. Anyway, so she's gonna try and make time for me.
Yeah. Well,
But-
I understand.
No, I'm not looking forward to those days. Like my daughter's still 15 months and we're not there yet with like the play dates and like this and the swim and that. And like you guys know I'm already busy. So how am I going to fit my daughter's busy schedule? It's just not going to work.
Well, that's what people are telling you, that it just gets more busy the older they get, because then they have stuff after school and then like all kinds of friend stuff. Yeah. So.
But then I think, like, in my head, I'm going, as a non-parent, I'm like, well, why why do you commit to all this crap? Like, why not just, why don't we just open the schedule up a little bit? But then I realized they're kids and they need to, and they're little kids and they need to be occupied. So my sister is like constantly looking for things. It's almost like, because there is very little sitting around the house and it's too hot to be outside. So it's like, I get it. So it's, every opportunity there is, a birthday party, great, that she'll be occupied for 4 hours. And because she doesn't want her in front of the TV, which I understand.
Totally agree.
So anyway,
yeah.
I asked your schedulers if I could see you sometime soon, and they told me sometime maybe in December you'd be available.
Me?
Yeah.
Really?
That's what your scheduler said, yeah.
Well, yeah, I do have. Let me take a second look. Maybe I can pop
She got
in
jingle
before
ball
then.
Yeah, right. I'll see you at work. Yeah, basically. Well, have a good weekend, okay?
Okay, thanks. You too.
Okay,
all right, bye.
Someone said Chicago native listening in DFW in Dallas right now. That's nice. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. It's very nice. I'll wave at you as I...
Are you going to get, what, down in Dallas?
Like your
well, I don't think I'm going to get it.
Oh boy.
You might go the I don't have time to go the other way, but I never thought in my life that, first of all, I would buy 2 chainsaws in one day. And we bought 2 chainsaws yesterday to help out because that's on the list of things they needed were chainsaws. Yeah. So we bought chainsaws. I never thought I would fly with 2 chainsaws either, which is happening later on today too.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, what are you guys shopping for?" Before we told them, like, we had a wild list.
Yeah, what did we buy yesterday? And this is not. I know this is not funny because we're buying things for supplies for the rescue workers in Central Texas, but with the who are dealing with the aftermath of these floods. But I mean, if you were to see the list, you might ask questions. Cleaning supplies, masks, heavy-duty gloves, multiple chainsaws,
bug spray.
Bug spray, Vaseline, and then Visine kind of stuff they need.
Cleaning products.
Cleaning product. Right.
Buckets.
Yeah. Buckets. If I didn't know, I might think that we were up to something. But they were very helpful yesterday. And we went to Home Depot because they had everything and it's near the office. But thank you to Courtney and then Jason's new boyfriend. Was it Richard?
Yep.
Okay, good. Thank you to them. The Friday throwback. And one more thing. Thank you to Amy Witherite, 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK, who... I have to tell you, and this is a real story. We talked to her earlier this week because we were giving away rent checks because she's paying people's rent this month. She's 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK. She's our friend, a partner of the show. And I said, "Hey, Amy, we're going to go do this. Can I take your credit card?" And I was kind of kidding. And she said, "Yes, spend as much as you need, as much." And then we gave her a number and she said, "It's going to cost more than that. So spend more."
Wow.
And I don't want anyone to know that I don't want the recognition. Yeah. She said that like this. I don't need anyone to know that I did that, but there's no way that we can't thank. And then, our friend Andrea Wintrust reached out. She offered to help too. We've had some other people reach out after the fact. We've had lots of the 13 of listeners reaching out to us asking how they can help. Who else? This morning somebody reached out and wanted to help us as well. Let me see here.
That's so kind.
Blue Sky wanted to help us as well, but we got it covered. So anyway, a lot of people, wanted to be part of it. So thank you for that, and thank you for all of you. And you guys, I rewarded my family here, my kids. I rewarded all of you with anything you wanted from the Home Depot hot dog stand yesterday.
You were even telling strangers to get a hot dog.
I was going to buy. Yeah. Let me tell you something. When it's $4 a person, I'm Shaq.
Yes. Also, thank you to you for flying it there.
Yes.
You're not going to say that, but it's not cheap to buy gas, I don't think.
No, well.
I'm just
thank you for saying that.
Just take it.
And I got to, okay, thank you. And Operation Airdrop, they're the people who facilitate all of this. So they're kind of like the Pilots in Pause or the Angel Flight or the Veterans Airlift Command or whatever. They're the ones who set it up so that people who have access, general aviation, non-professional pilots who have access to planes can load up and get into these areas, whether it's a hurricane just missing the guy who breaks every Boyz II Men song down and it just
Oh
goes,
yeah.
hey, baby, I'm sorry.
I love it.
Please forgive me for all the wrong I've done. And then you got to go, please forgive me.
Please forgive him.
Come back home to me, baby.
Come home to me.
I love you. I didn't mean to get with her.
Oh, I love you, baby.
I didn't know she was an Instagram model.
Oh, I didn't know she was a hoe.
The Fred Show is on.
I hear that one in my sleep.
I love that one.
It's my favorite song.
I didn't know she was a hoe. Beautiful. Beautiful. Voices of angels, I tell you. Friday, guys, July 11th. Hi, Kaylin.
Hi.
Wedding planner, makeup artist, hairstylist, caterer,
Yeah.
Jimmy John's orderer. That's you
That is me,
for
yeah.
the wedding of the century that happens in no time.
Not stressed at all.
You also have, can I mention your interesting challenge? We're so late, I don't really care. But the interesting challenge you have about your speech, the end of your speech. Can I mention it?
Yeah, of course.
You have an interesting challenge because the groom I overheard is sober.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to offer some kind of acknowledgement of that and how difficult that is, and then have some kind of cheers at the end of your
Mm-hmm.
speech. How do you cheers? Which you can cheers without alcohol.
Of course, yeah, you can.
But I mean, like, how do you sort of go from making that acknowledgement to then celebrating with a cheers in a way that doesn't necessarily say alcohol?
Yeah, because I'm ending my speech with just how proud I am. You know, he's young, he's in his 20s and he's sober, and it's very difficult, and I'm just so proud of him, and he's amazing. And so to segue into, so raise a glass, you know, I mean, of course I'll be drinking, but I just feel like
I
it's
think you could say that, something like that. I think I could keep it simple, though, because I feel like if you overthink it and start to explain it to raise a glass, unless, of course, you're like this guy who doesn't drink anymore.
Unless you're in AA.
Yeah.
Put it down.
My stepdad, who's also in it, I like, put your drink down.
Oh.
No, I just wanted to do something in place of that, but I can't think of it yet what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of brainstorming right now, like something different, you
Say
know?
kiss somebody.
yeah.
Like, kiss the person next to you.
And give them tongue.
What is it? Peace be with you and also with your spirit or whatever it is. Turn to the person to your right and left.
Like a Baptist church. Grab your neighbor. Say neighbor.
Okay, perfect.
Kiss somebody.
Okay, good.
Okay, all right. I think we came up with a solution. Thanks, Kiki.
You're welcome.
I didn't know she was a hoe. DJ Neurotic is here, the Friday Throwback Dance Party on the Fred Show.
I'll take you home if you don't leave me at the front door. Your body's cold, but girl, we're getting so warm. And I was thinking of ways that I could get inside. Tonight you
know just how I like it. You're turning me out. You're turning me out. You're turning me out. Now wait a minute, look. You got one more time to feel on my booty. Better recognize a lady that ain't the way you do me. You're turning me out. You're turning me out. You're turning me out. Better recognize a real woman. You ever trying to get that close to me? You better correct how you approaching me. Down, neighbors, give it to me. I gotta be feeling your energy. I gotta be for sure that you're into me. Recognize a real woman.
DJ Neurotic, the Friday Throwback Dance Party. Thank you for all the texts, all the tweets, all the social, everything. Hashtag FTTP. We do it every Friday to kick off to the weekend. Guys, the fun fact is next. What do I have for you today? I feel a lot of pressure with the fun fact lately because I feel like I'm being judged. I feel like you guys are expecting heat every day.
Yes, we are.
And we've done this for a little while now, and I don't remember what I've done and what I have. I mean, I've spewed so many facts that I don't know, but I don't. We're going to pretend like I haven't done this one. I got a new list, and you've never heard this before, and we're going to do it now.
Wake up. More Fred Show next.
Wake up.
It's Fred from The Fred Show and my friend Amy Witherite from 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK. I'm not saying anything about anybody else, but I will say, I guess I am saying something about other people.
Come on.
There are lawyers out there that it's kind of like a gimmick. Like, I don't know. They're trying to get your attention while Amy Witherite over here is talking to me and winning cases.
Yeah. We don't have any mascots or jingles or rap songs. We don't do any of that. We're just, Fred, we're real lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
And we sign up cases. We get people healthy and well. We file their lawsuits. We go all the way through trial if we need to. We do whatever it takes to be real lawyers for real people who really get hurt. And you need someone in the arena representing just you that only cares about you. That's 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK.
Yeah, these are the experts. If you ever need them, call 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK and log on to 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK.com.
Expertise matters. You matter.
103.5 KISS FM. Traffic.
Inbound Kennedy, 38 minutes. O'Hare to downtown. Back out 36. Your solid Diversey to Keeler. Eisenhower, 32. Mannheim to the post office. Stevenson, 33 minutes. Tri-State to the Drive. Northbound Drive, an accident at Lawrence, and the northbound Drive is still solid. Bryn Mawr to Hollywood. Northbound Tri-State, Plainfield to 31st Street is tight. I'm Bonnie Green, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
What up, Mario Lopez here, and I love me a throwback like the Staples Easy button. It's back and bringing more easy than ever. Custom prints, shipping services, even passport photos. Plus, next day delivery to over 98% of the U.S. Yeah, Staples, that was easy.
Attorney Advertising, Illinois. Attorney Sobo and Sobo. Paid after dramatization. Top dog does not mean we are the best. No guarantees of success.
Just a minute ago, life was good. Now it's not. You was in an accident. Calling the dog? What you gonna do? If I was you, I'll call the dog. This accident was crazy. You was on the expressway driving. You was behind the tractor trailer. All of a sudden, the tractor trailer back door is open and tires started falling off of it. One of the tires went straight through your windshield. It broke your face and you crashed. You ain't getting out of this hospital for a long time. If I was you, I would call the dog. Bro, you gotta call the dog. Your face is gonna look different. Total reconstruction. You understand the tire went through your windshield and hit you in your face at 70 miles an hour? If you don't call Top Dog, let them go bite them. Tell them bite them in their face. Medical malpractice, car accidents. Call the dog. Top Dog Law.
It's cake batter. It's cookie dough. It's the new Superman Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard treat. Now at participating DQ locations for a limited time. Fly in today for this cosmic collision of flavor. And don't miss Superman, only in theaters July 11th. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Experience medieval times. Witness an action-packed tournament with sword fighting, jousting, and a full-course feast fit for royalty. The celebration begins at medievaltimes.com.
At Shriners Children's, we're home to the world's leading pediatric orthopedic care. Because so many life-changing advancements start here. We provide access to the best doctors, And never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs. We're the first place to turn for the most common or complex orthopedic conditions. Home to possibility and empowering kids to achieve the extraordinary. The most amazing care anywhere begins at ShrinersChildren's.org.
Are you a Sam's Club member? Because I am, and I love it. Now is a great time to join because they have amazing deals on so many quality product stuff that you use every day. And until July 22nd, prices are held over on over 1,000 items. So you hear all the time about prices going up on everything. Not at Sam's Club. Over 1,000 different things, many of which I know you use in your everyday life. The prices are locked in. So it's the perfect time to join Sam's Club and make the most of summer. Get signed up and then check it all out like I have. SamsClub.com/join.
Hey, friend, it's Kiki from The Fred Show, and I'm here to let you know that Lewis Bake Shop is making bread more exciting. They've got you covered with a variety of bread choices for any occasion. Pick up your loaf today in Jewel, Meijer, Sam's Club, or Walmart. Lewis Bake Shop, more than just bread.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Transform your home with Shaw Vinyl Plank Flooring. The Hillcrest series is waterproof and offers superior protection to stains and foot traffic. Save big money on all Shaw Vinyl Plank Flooring at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Ever sign up for a phone plan thinking, wow, great price? And then a few months later, it's like, surprise, your bill's doubled. With Boost Mobile, you pay $25 a month forever. That's unlimited talk, text, and data starting at just $25 a month. No price hikes, no contracts. Head to your local Boost store today and get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever.
After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan.
Smurfs, only in theaters July 18th. Tickets on sale now.
103.5 Kiss FM. Weather.
Some brief scattered thunderstorms are going to be popping up around the area for the rest of the morning, but still pretty warm. We are going to get up to 87 degrees today. Right now, it is 74 in Frankfurt.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Some cases grow cold.
There's never been a person of interest. There had never been anything.
But the truth never dies.
We received a phone call that was bittersweet.
Now, with new eyes and relentless resolve, investigators return to the evidence.
Once I went back, I realized, man, I feel like we got a case here.
I'm Enrique Santos. We tell the stories of victims and the families who never stop fighting for justice.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Cold Case Files Miami podcast, and listen now.
Hi, I'm Martin Luther King III.
And I'm Andrea Waters King. Summer isn't just for fun, it's for having fun while making a difference.
Realize the Dream is our national call for 100 million hours of service by my father's 100th birthday, and we need you.
Volunteer at a food bank, organize a community project, or simply help a neighbor.
Visit realizethedream.org or listen to my Legacy podcast on iHeartRadio for inspiration, and let's make this summer unforgettable.
More Fred Show next.
It is the Fred Show. Good morning, 103.5 Kiss FM, Chicago's #1 hit music station. Get a pair of tickets to see Lil Wayne at Credit Union 1 Amphitheater on August 24th. Tickets on sale, Ticketmaster.com. But thanks to Live Nation, we got you in for free right now. If you're calling number 25-855-591-1035. It's the Fred Show on Kiss. Call now. Good luck.
'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be mad love. So take a look what you've done. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood.
I can't take it back. Look where I'm at. We was OG like DOC, remember that? My TOC was quite OD, I D my facts. Now POV are you and me, similar Iraq. I don't hate you, but I hate to critique, overrate you. These beats of a dark heart use bass lines to replace you. Take time and erase you. Love don't hear no more, no, I don't fear no more. But here respect ain't quite sincere no more.
Oh, it's so sad to think about the good times you and I. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know we
Remember when you tried to write me off? Remember when you thought I'd take a loss? Don't you remember? You thought that I would need you. Follow procedure. Remember? Oh wait, you got amnesia. It was my season for battle wounds, battle scars, body bump, bruise, stabbed in the back, brimstone, fire jumping through. Still love my life. I got money and power, and you gotta live with the bad blood now.
Oh, it's so sad to think about the good times, you and I. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be bad love. So take a look what you've done. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. Now we got problems, and I don't think we can solve them. You made a really deep cut, and baby, now we got bad blood. Band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. If you live like that, you live with ghosts.
You forget, but you never let it go.
Band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. If you live like that, you live with ghosts. If you love like that, blood runs cold. So take a look what you've done. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. Now we got problems, and I don't think we can solve them. You made a really deep cut, and baby, now we got bad blood. Now we got bad blood. You know we used to be mad love. So take a look what you've done. Look what you've done. Baby, now we got bad blood. Now we got problems, and I don't think we can solve them. You made a really deep cut, and baby, now we got bad blood.
The Fred Show is on. Yeah. Fred's Fun Fact.
Fred's Fun Fact. The more you know, the more you know. You can learn so much.
Learn so much. Now, see, I don't know how they know this is true, or if they had to like hire someone to sit there and watch this all day. But did you know? All polar bears are left-handed?
Whoa.
What?
No. Another good one.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, I truly didn't know that.
So you weren't. Oh, wow, you weren't being a thespian there. I thought you were acting.
No, I'm like genuinely. You've never done that fact.
Because your eyes got big and your mouth got. And I was like,
No.
Is this Caitlin the actress coming out?
No, that's a really good fun fact. I'm serious. Like, I don't understand how
How do they know how to write?
Well,
I don't know if they were writing, Jay. I don't.
Then how do they know that they're left or right handed?
They're just doing.
I don't
things.
think it's because they were like doing arithmetic or something. Well, that was my question though. Did they hire like a scientist to sit there and watch all the watch them all to determine this, or did a lot of people get killed by them and they like before they were gone they were like not the left hand? You know?
Right.
I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah. All polar bears. What?
Nothing.
Kiki, you have a look on your face often daily where I know there's a thought behind it.
It's always a thought there.
But just say it then.
No. I don't need to say everything. I've learned that here.
No, you do though.
I don't need to say
It's the only thing you need to do.